I'm Max, I'm the creator behind Eat the Rich Art, and I use he, him, and they, them pronouns. Can you tell I've just woken up? Today I need to restock for my next big market. If you're seeing this at some point in November or December, this is being filmed between the Bristol Alt Market at the start of October and the Fargo Halloween market at the end of October. So I sold a lot of my mini buddies, a lot of my small things, and a lot of my Halloween themed keychains over the summer and at the Bristol Art Market. So I need to restock those. I'm also doing a stash bust challenge as part of this because I'd like to get to the Fargo market and have used most, if not all, of my plush yarn. So that's what's going on, that's what's happening. I have a list of things I would like to make today. The idea behind this challenge that I'm doing today specifically is I am going to work my normal work day. It's Saturday today, so I'm going to work my normal work day, which is 8:30 to 4:30 with an hour break for food. I'm going to crochet keychains for that time. If we get to 4 and my wrists aren't hurting too much, I'm going to work through to 8 or 9, take another break for food at some point in there, so I'll work it out so that it's been 12 hours of crocheting in total, and that is how this is going to work. I have a list of things I'd like to make today. I will tell you the time once I've told you the list of things, and then we'll get going. So we have some BMOs. I would like to make 1 or 2 in teal and 1 or 2 in pink. Some rats. I have black, grey and brown and white, so I'd like to make a mix of colours, maybe do some with patches on, maybe not, we'll find out. Capybaras I'd like to make 2 or 3 of. Dogs is the same as the rats, I'd like to make like black, white, brown and grey, and maybe some mixes and patches in that one. Frogs, I'm just going to make as many as I have the light green for. Yeah. Some golems, some rock golems, so I will keep a bit of green to do the moss patches, but otherwise they'll all be going to frogs. And some popping birds, so I want to make some mallards, some eagles, another crow, and maybe some chicks as well, so I'll probably make 2 of each bird. The same with the golems, I'll probably make 2 or 3, maybe 4 at the most of the golems, and then move on to frogs and use up what's left of the green once I've done that. Is there anything else on the big list? Some more of my mini birds as well. So they're the ones that are like ball shaped. So I'd like to make some crows, some pigeons, and some chicks. Maybe a mallard or 2 in the tiny size as well. Then I have skulls to make, and that's it. So I think all in all we're looking at, I'm going to do the bare minimum count, and then if I make more I make more. About 30 things I would like to make today. That might go up to 50 if I make multiples of things, or more multiples than I've just planned, but yeah, so that's the plan. You all know the plan now. I'll probably check in every hour as well. It is now 8:35, so I'm a little bit late to the start of the challenge, but that's okay. Let's get going, and I will see you at 9:30 for a check-in. Hi, it's Editing Max here. Yes, I dyed my hair, by the way. I'm not sure how much of it will be left by the time this video goes up, but if you see anything you like in this video, it is probably on my Ko-Fi store. If it's not, please DM me, I'll relist it, I'll remake it, I'm very happy to. Please check that out if you see anything you like. I think at the minute my Ko-Fi is only set up for Europe and the UK, but if you're outside of Europe and the UK, again, please drop me a message. I will sort out how much the shipping will be for your location and put you up a custom listing with the right shipping on. Just because it's so hard to set any of my items up for anything more than Europe for international shipping, because they vary so much in size and weight, that working that shipping out is really hard. So if you're based in the US or Australia or anywhere else and you would like some of my stuff, please drop me a message and I will have a look at how much that would be to ship to you. But yeah, see anything you like, check the Ko-fi store. Enjoy the video. It is 9:45. I know I'm late, I'm sorry. But we have the first update, and that is that I have made one big skull. I'm really not happy with the face on that, but that's fine. And then after I made the big skull, I was like, this isn't actually the pattern that I used last time, and it's turned out a bit too big. So I made 3 mini skulls. Not happy with the face on this one, but these are cute. So yeah, hour 1, 4 skulls. I think the next thing I want to make is some birds. So I'm gonna make the birds, and then I'll see you at hopefully 10:30, maybe 10:45, we'll see. I didn't bring my iPad up with me. It's 11:45-ish. There's a clock in here actually, let's have a look. It's nearly 12. So it's been a couple of hours, but we have 5 birds, which brings us up to 9 things in total so far today. So I made 2 crows because my partner wanted one. So the yellow-eyed one is for my partner, the grey-eyed one is for the table. I've made a chick, I've made a mallard, and then I've made a pigeon. So that's 5 birds. Next on the list, I think, is more birds. I think we're doing I'm doing. My partner's sitting there and watching YouTube next to me and keeping me company. I'm gonna do some more popping birds. I've got less of them to make actually because I already have a crow, so it'll just be the mallard, the chicken, the pigeon. The pattern does have an eagle as well, but I don't want to make the eagle. There isn't actually a pigeon in the pattern. I'd like to clarify that. For the pigeon, what I do is I follow the mallard pattern. Let's show you with this. This is my own pattern. I will release it as a bundle at some point, I think. So you can see it's exactly the same pattern, but for the pigeon I do light grey. Well, it's meant to be dark grey, but I did the sky wrong. Dark grey for the amount that the green is on the mallard. Then I do a row of green instead of a row of white. Then I do a row of purple instead of the first row of brown. And then I continue as normal with the light grey. So that is how you do the pigeon when it's a mallard pattern. I'm going to follow the same way of changing the pattern with the popping birds pattern. So the pattern that I use is the popping birds by, or birdie pops by Crochet and Friends. So yeah, I'll use their mallard pattern and just do the colour changes the same way as I've done for that one. Yeah, so I need to make 3 of those to have the 4 birds that I want to have represented. So I'll be back once I've made those. I'm going to have a pause for some lunch as well because my wrists are starting to hurt. So I'm going to do some stretches, have some food, make 3 birdie pops, and then I will be back. I think this is going to end up being a 12-hour challenge just so I can actually get the vast majority of the stuff done that I want to, because we're at the halfway point. Well, not quite the halfway point. We're at 4 hours currently, just under 3.5 hours, and I've only made 2 items. I've made 9 things, but I've only made 2 patterns out of the 12, I think, that were on my list. So this will be a 12-hour challenge. It might even continue into tomorrow and turn into a 24-hour challenge. We will see how it goes. But yeah, I'll be back after food with bird pops. I'm back. It's been a while. So it is, again, I've not brought my iPad up with me. I'm terrible at this. But it's just past 3. It's about 5 minutes past 3. I had some food, did some dishes, and then I've made 3 birdie pops, and that took me 3 hours to do all of that. So this is probably going to end up being a 12-hour challenge, because if I was working my work day, I'd be finishing in an hour and a half. And I don't think I'm going to get enough stuff done to justify finishing it in an hour and a half. But anyway, we have one chunky chick. Nice. I don't know what was happening today with this pattern. It just, I mean, you can see like they look so different. Each one of them looks different from the other. The pattern wasn't working for me today, so I've tried to freehand it a bit, but I'm still not happy with it. But yeah, so we have one very goofy little mallard boy, and he's got his white stripe on his neck, and one slightly lumpy pigeon with his stripes, and then the very chunky chick. And that is the 3 birdie pops. I think the next thing I'm going to do is BMO. So all in all, with it being 3 p.m. now, that means we are 6.5 hours into the 12-hour challenge. I have made 12 things so far, and then obviously I stopped for lunch as well, so that means, yeah, I'm averaging about like 2 things an hour, which ain't great, but that's okay. So I'll see whenever I finish the BMOs. I'm thinking I'm gonna make 1 blue one, 1 pink one, and then maybe a purple one. But I've not got light purple, so I'm gonna have to use cream, I think, for the screen of that one to make it look alright. Or light pink, probably light pink. But yeah, so that's 3 BMOs. So I'll see you when I've got 3 BMOs, hopefully. Hello, I'm back. I have BMOs, and it is 5:45. So let's show you the BMOs, and then I'll let you know what I'm doing next. So we have 1 blue BMO. They're a lot chunkier this time than last time. I think I might have overstuffed them a bit. But yeah, we have a blue BMO, we have a pink BMO, and then finally this guy needs stuffing, but I ran out of stuffing downstairs, so I need to grab a bit more out the bag, which I think you can probably see behind me. That big bin bag is my stuffing bag, so I need to grab a bit more and take it downstairs and then finish this guy off. But everything about him is finished. He just needs stuffing and sewing up. But yeah, so that is 3 BMOs, which brings us up to 15 items today. And I think I'm increasing the price of my BMOs because they're meant to be £4 usually, but I'm putting them up to £6. So that puts us at £60 worth of stock made today, which isn't bad going. I think the next thing I'm going to do is rock columns, because I'm just trying to get basically all of the stuff that's not brown out of the way. So that's the BMOs, the birds, the rock columns, the frogs will be the one after the rock columns if the rock columns don't take me the rest of the time period. I want to make 2, I think, of the rock columns. I'll check how many eyes I have left in the green. I might only have 2 or 3 pairs of eyes left. But yeah. So 2 rock columns, maybe 3. We'll see how it goes. and then that will put me in good stead to start the frogs, because that will be everything that uses the different greens done, so that I can just finish the greens off. Yeah, then after that it will be all of the various brown stuff, so the cats, the rats, the dogs and the capybaras, which I think the brown collection will probably end up being a tomorrow job. So we will see how that goes. We will see whether I get the rock bottoms and the frogs done tonight. I'm gonna keep going. It's nearly 6, so I should probably get some dinner. And then 3 more hours of cracking on. Not bad. See you in a bit. Okie doke, it is now 9:30 at night and I am ready to wrap this video up. The rock columns ended up taking a bit longer than I thought, because I ended up watching Katie, the Celestial Homebody's last Sawyer Stitches stream and engaging a lot in the chat, so that took a lot away. I got quite distracted. But we have one wide buddy, one short buddy and one tall buddy. This is the Handmade by Nicole pattern. She has changed it now, so the free pattern was on Instagram before and now you have to comment for a download, which I don't like. So I just looked at the photo and freehanded it, which I was going to say is why like they've all turned out so different, but that was on purpose, like on my behalf. If I just wanted to play with them, made them look a bit different, so they all look a bit different. I'm not too sure about the wide one. Hopefully someone will love him. But yes, that is 3 of those, and they were originally priced at £4 each, but I might also bump them up to the £6 mark, so that is another £18 of stock. That means I've made £78 of stock today, 18 items. I might as well give you a little recap of what we've made. So I made 3 of the rock columns. I made 3 of the popping birds by Crochet. These patterns will be linked in the description, by the way. We made 3 BMOs. This is a free Ribbler pattern, but I can't remember for the life of me who it's by. Made 5 of the egg-shaped birds, but obviously one of them is downstairs with my partner because it's his. That's those. And then finally, they're in here somewhere. We made 4 skulls, and this was free-handed. The bird pattern, the egg bird pattern, is my own one. And yeah, so that is 4, 8, 11, 14, 17 things added to stock, 18 things made in total. Not bad going, Batman. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you did, and if like this is a type of video you'd like to see more of. We've done, probably with the breaks I took for food, we've done 12 hours of crochet today. It was fun. Like I said, my wrists are hurting a bit, but I've been stretching and I've been trying to be careful with it, so bit of ibuprofen gel, hot water bottle, I'll be alright again. And hope you all have good days or evenings or whatever period of time it is for you. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell if you want to see more of my videos. share it if there's anyone you think that would like to follow my journey with me, because shares really are helpful. Even if you just like copy and paste the text and email it to yourself or something, like that does help. So if you could do that, that'd be really helpful. And yeah, I think I've said everything I meant to say. If I've missed anything, do the things I meant to tell you to do. Like I said, links to the patterns where one exists will be in the doobly-doo. If you would like the egg bird pattern, please comment and let me know, and I will try and get that released as soon as I can. And yeah, have a good day, evening, whatever time it is for you. And thank you for watching.